Okay, my name is Adams van der Poel. I'm originally South African, but I've lived in Costa Rica for about 8 years now. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about ConnectOcean. It's a little bit more than just taking people snorkeling and diving. One of the key things, we've got quite an integrate ecosystem over here, and one of the things, that we feel is very important, in changing the plight of what's going on our planet is to be able to connect people to place. Connecting to place is super important. And one of our key philosophies that we have over here is that we're able to connect people to the ocean exponentially more if they're able to swim. That's one of the key things that we, need to try and do. And this is really what's happening that you saw in the background over here in the pool at the moment. We've got a group of local Costa Rican people that is actually, learning how to swim, because, once they can learn how to swim, we can take them down to the sea, and from there on, it becomes a lot easier to make that connection. Now, a very interesting thing, worldwide, drowning is the second highest cause of accident worldwide, that is out there. But even in Costa Rica, in a small country like Costa Rica, we have on average, about 60 coastal drownings per year that take place. Now, to put that on a scale, when you think about countries like Australia and United States, it's almost on a par with countries like that, but we are a lot more smaller as such.
I think probably one of my favorite parts is not just interacting with the kids, but seeing how it changes their perspective. Being able to, before they were so timid, before they would even get in the water, that now they're fully submerging their heads, they're sticking their faces in the water, blowing bubbles, swimming across the pool, and it's just amazing to see their confidence being boosted and just how excited and proud of themselves they are.
They're all different, they're very different, and the kids are always very receptive, and they just love the teamwork, also, and we try and not only teach them swimming, but also some leadership skills as well. Teamwork is important, and also becoming leaders in their community. These are our future leaders.
One of the key things that we do over there is we use sport as a way, to try and, as a catalyst, to get people involved, to learn a little bit more about the ocean. Because once you break down these barriers and people feel a little bit more at ease, being in an open water environment, and they don't feel that they beyond their depth or that their life is endangered, it's a lot easier to start showing them the treasures of the ocean. And this is why Costa Rica is such an amazing country to be able to do that. Costa Rica, what a lot of people don't realize, has got 10 times more ocean territory than they got land territory.
I've been blessed, being able to live and grow up in a country like Costa Rica. It's just a natural beauty and the access to the wonders of nature, I guess, just out our doorstep. And since I was very young, I've always been attracted to the outdoors, spend my whole life outdoors and in the ocean. Almost feel more comfortable in the water than outside the water.
We live in a day and age where young people are disconnected from nature. They're disconnected from the ocean. What we're trying to do is we're trying to reconnect young people to place, to connect them to it, because we believe that if we are able to connect people to the planet, to the ocean, they get to spend time in it, they get to care about it, and then naturally, they will protect it. Get him to go a little bit further.
He's someone that's going to make a difference in this world. I have not met someone that's so passionate about life, and about his work, and it's definitely infectious. We have a great team, and we're all very passionate about what we do. And I like to think of ourselves more about out than in. We're a lot about helping others, helping the community, helping the environment, and making a positive change.
He is really inspirational. Everything he says and does, is so passionate for the environment and the community, and he loves doing what he does, and he puts his whole heart and soul into every one of our projects. Some of the really cool projects that we get to do is we really engage the youth, and it's such an important life skill to be able to swim.
So one of the key things that we started doing is through our business is 3 days a week. Anybody within our local community that doesn't know how to swim, we would teach them how to swim.
We take a lot of the community members here in Costa Rica, they don't know how to swim. They don't teach their kids how to swim because they don't know how to swim. They've spent their whole lives on fishing boats, but if you put them in the water without the boat, they're not going to know what to do.
Why don't we do anything about it? Okay, the reason for that is because knowledge is not what's going to rescue our planet or create the paradigm shift for us to be able to make a difference. Okay, what's going to make a difference is passion. Okay, and passion doesn't get delivered through the internet. It doesn't get delivered by watching documentaries on Netflix. It gets delivered, okay, and lifted from nature. You need to spend time in nature to have that passion. It gets lifted from that. Whenever you go snorkeling, whenever you do your first discover scuba dive, and you see a big school, of surgeonfish in front of you, and you see a giant manta, that's where passion gets lifted. And that imprint of passion, okay, is what's going to help us change. It's going to help us connect.
ConnectOcean, we try and connect people and what we do with the marine environment, and that includes what happens inland. There's people talk about the rainforest being the lungs of the earth. The rainforest is our lungs, the ocean is our heart, and what we do inland does affect the ocean. The rivers and these streams and these estuaries and mangroves are like the arteries, and it's very connected. Like our body is, with the ocean, with what happens inland.
Okay, and this is what ConnectOcean is all about. We're trying to get people to discover new things, to connect to it, and the natural altruistic, because we are good of nature. As humans, we are good. We care about what's happening to the planet. We're trying to get that and create a call of action to protect it. ConnectOcean, discover, connect, protect.